Thank you, Ila. Now we're pitching Governor Dora Barina. Our small kids here, I'd like them to understand too. Yana Moa. Thank you to Ila. Thank you online blow Merani. No respect Boifla. If I come, I'm talking to me. Give the vision blow me, na plan blow about. Because I'm Ila talk finisher. Time me make him up mind blow me lo son up lo national elections. Question me asking me, Vele, you got something to offer him all about or no got? No good me gonna call him plan about. I had to dig within myself. First of all, convince myself that yes, Vele, you have something to offer the people of Abau. After that, I decided to put my hands up. And now we sign up for elections 2022 national general elections. Also, ila toka. Time we work lo Unitech as a lecturer for about 20 years. Me work lo government about 10 years. Political advisor and head of department about 10-15 years. I am one who has never been a follower in my life. Me no man lo be animal kind man. I have always been a leader. I have always been a leader. I want to offer that leadership to the people of Abau. Family and committee system and corrupt system through. System lo steal. System lo gammon. System lo broken family in a broken village community. Now system block creating more beggars. In a system block empowering more people, but system block create beggars in their own land. That's what the political committee system has done to Abau. For the last 20 years, it has made us beggars in our own land. Fix Abau looking and Fix Abau National Parliament. Pasam ila talk. Big plawok too much. Me looking plenty of new plan member go inside the parliament in my 10-15 years in working as advisor to governments. First of all must understanding political system of parliament. That's a very big job. Secondly, all must understanding and mastering public service of Papua New Guinea. The public service is a very big animal. I know because I was a former head of department. Very difficult animal to manage. Finally, you must know how to play international politics. You must learn to sit on the same table with Australians, with Chinese, with Americans, and negotiate on one-to-one with confidence. For your people, not for yourself. Very difficult job. When you have a lot of money flowing under the table to bribe you. It's not an easy job. Let me make clarification. Members of parliament are not leaders. They are politicians. They only become leaders if they prove to us that they are looking after all of us. Politicians only look after their committees. First of all, they look after themselves, or look at in family ball, or look at in committee ball, or look at in supporters ball, or look at in voters ball. Finish, suppose you got left over, under the table, we are collecting crumbs. That's what's happening to Abau for the last 20 years. Time for change. Time for change. Oh, you feel like stop also, man. Abau, am I right or not? Abau Bara, finish. You just have to go to the Facebook. We are the laughing stock of the country. Abau people, shame on us. Shame on us. 3 hours from Port Moresby. Wabek people are laughing at us. Hagen people are laughing at us. Tonais are laughing at us. Shame on us. Give me all man. We are proud to be proud of Abauans. Not gilly abounds. Following our gilly politicians. Vote a leader. Don't vote a politician. A leader looks after everybody, whether you like me, love me, or hate me. Politicians only look after their friends and themselves. Don't vote for a politician, vote for a leader. Oh, you plot talk finish. Abau embarrassed. Shame on us. Abau is the laughing stock of the whole world. We must first fix Abau. That's why my motto in the first 5 years is to fix Abau first. Fix Abau first. And then together we start building the foundation for Kabina Abau, Gadara Abau, Abau Valegura, New Abau. That's my vision for Abau. You plan him Vision 2050, yeah? PNG Vision 2050, you plan him too or not? 40-year vision for this country. I am the architect and the author of PNG Vision 2050. I am the architect and the author of PNG Vision 2050. Make no mistake. Fix step here. I briefed all the heads of departments, all the governors, all the ministers, because I wrote the plan. In this case, I'm briefing all governors of parliament in 2009. Because only I know the Vision 2050. All man to call right in here, and will Karim coffee round here. Coffee no Vision 2050, will call Karim round. No God spirit bloom. No God spirit bloom. Although I wrote spirit bloom. Spirit is the one that Vele pet ilava. That's why they cannot implement it in PNG. That's why they cannot implement it in Abau. Because they have no spirit. All Karim Kofin around me write him. They want the glory. They haven't done the hard work. One and a half months ago, Mr. Blow asked for me. There's a time of Philippines government of Philippines finishing presidential elections laws. Presidential elections. Office of the President of Philippines rang me on my mobile. My wife is a witness. Rang me on my mobile in my house and told me, Vele, since you write in PNG Vision 2050, Inabi Walbe Mibla write in Philippines Vision 2050. This is the office of the President of Philippines. All asking me, Vele, since you write in PNG Vision 2050, you have Mibla write in Vision 2050 for Philippines. I told my friend on the other side who was in Manila, my friend, me like go campaign na kama politician or leader. Me kama member first time I may come back na me to blow in Manila. I only agreed to help them. I only agreed to help the Philippines government because they made a commitment to me to help Abau district, Abau people with agriculture, fisheries and forestry products. Only got 100 million people, market very easy. On the other side of Indonesia, 260 million people. We got a big market just at our doorsteps. You need the right leader to tap into that. Not a gully leader looking for ministries. Not a gully leader looking for ministries all the time. But the right leader who will fight for the people of Abau, who will fight for your interest, who will fight for the interest of our children, our bubus, and the future generation of Abau. When Marape became the Prime Minister in 2018, his office rang me about Friday night. They were going to Manila on Saturday. Say, Vele, PM wants you on the plane. PM wants you to meet him in Manila. So they got me a ticket. Me go to the airport on Saturday, make him ticket to me, the Philippines airline. I was off to Manila. Me Shinnan one time Prime Minister Marape for 1 week in Manila. Because Prime Minister, I'm like him, take back PNG in agriculture was a big focus. So this meeting, I made a personal commitment to Prime Minister Marab that he had my full support as a former head of the department. Fix Abau. On the left is Rainbow Paita, Minister in the Marab government. The late Sam Basil, former late Deputy Prime Minister. Office of the President of Philippines and a team out of Switzerland. Myself and Prime Minister Marab. Fix Abau. People are having to. So, in the Ocean voters, in time to election now, we have a constitutional duty, to exercise our constitutional right to elect a leader, a new Abau leader, not a old Abau politician, but a new Abau leader. Question number one, you must ask me about 26 candidates. One vision blow you lo Abau. What is your vision for Abau? Because remember, in the God says, where there is no vision, people perish. 20 years we've had no vision, no plans. Same time we've looking no development. We are going backwards. Question number two. One plan blow you walking about good law place, nice law place, sweet law place. What are your plans to make Abau a better place? Question number three. Why should I vote for you? Why not might we vote for you? Those are the kind of questions you have to ask. All of us must ask all candidates, including myself. What do I offer that the other 25 candidates do not offer? I will share with you what I offer. And hopefully I will convince you that you will vote for me to be a right leader in the National Parliament. Development record of Papua New Guinea, Abau. You make you road, you know, long time, Bagarap. You make you new plan PMV is supposed to 60 go. 60 come back. What must be to come Kupiano and Merani? No, you may push him. You may push him PMV. New plan PMV, you may push him. You may buy him bus fare, you may push him yet. Time you plan, Bogum Kaika, or Mama no picking the berry Bogum Kisim Kaika Lorena. Or go to Kapari Magan. All walk about 3-4 hours. No Salim, no Kapari Magan. On a road meant for cars. On a road meant for PMVs. When you go to the hospital, if you are lucky, you by finding one bed. That bed will be on the floor on a piece of mat. Shame on us. Shame on us. We have been treated like animals, dogs and pigs in Abau, by our leaders, by our politicians. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Time people are working PNG Vision 2050. I had on my advisory team 12 people. In the team were the late Reverend Samson Loa, Michael Malobag, our Governor of Central Province, Robert Agarobe, Governor of East Sipik Island, but they were on my team. I was their team leader. I went to cabinet and said, Ruga took the paper to cabinet and got these 12 people appointed. People are visiting 89 districts for 3 months. People are hiring helicopter, car, balus, all kinds of things. I wanted a very intensive program. So people are visiting all 89 districts in 3 months. People are working testing vision. Talk to line law place. And vision them straight or not. People are something people like him. Number one online law place talk. People are liking money in the pocket every day. Not only 50 kina during elections. When they bribe you for your vote. Oh, 5 kina. Oh, how many kinas they give you? When we go to the banks with our ATM card, we want money in the account for our families so that we can pay, very proudly pay for our own fees, school fees. Very proudly pay for our own medical bills and pay for our PMB fares. That's what the village people told us in 1890s. Number two, also, people are like him work here. Now people are like him business opportunities. And number three, all talking me plausin. Time me go inside the house, me place, Merani. Me go inside the bedroom, me put him light on and light back on. Me go lo sawa lo Merani na me tell him tap on water come inside. Me go lo toilet, me flush him toilet and flush. We want to live in our villages just like you live in Port Moresby. That's what they told us. We can do that. We can do that. Pick the right leader. Not a gelly politician. Not a con politician. But the right leader. A strong leader who will fight for all of you. So what is about solution? You have to pick the right leader. Not a con politician or not a gelly politician. I am putting my hands up as the right leader for Abau. Let me make this very clear. Suppose people are like voting politician, no can vote in me. I am wasting your time and you are wasting my time. If you want to vote for a politician, don't vote for me. Vote for the other 25. If you want to vote for a leader, Vele Pet Ilawa Box 15 is putting his hands up to serve the people of Abau. I have worked with 5 prime ministers of this country. The late Sir Michael Somare, the late Sir Mekere Morauta, Sir Julius Chan, Sir Rabin Amaliu, and Peter O'Neill. I have also worked with 3 deputy prime ministers, Sir Buka Temu, Don Polier, and Belden Nama. I have also worked with 2 opposition leaders, the late Sir Mekere Morauta and Belden Nama. I have also served over 6 ministers of agriculture. I am very well qualified to be the leader, your leader in the National Parliament. You blarim lo our development party. Our development party blarim nesta nembla desla party. Our development party. You blarim or not? Constitution to our development party established this la computer. Me write him. Constitution to our development party, me write him. Established inside lawyer. Policies to our development party, me write him. Established inside lawyer. Me registering party, Brother Romy Karo Sindalo up. He was the public officer for 1 month. In the newspapers we have to advertise. My wife had to go to the bank to pay for registration in IPA. We used our own family funds because I believed at the time that Puka would make the best prime minister in this country. He let me down. He rang me up one night and talked, Vele, me find him some friends to Emilio Jibakana Southern Islands. Oh, Christian man too, God-fearing people. I told him, you can get your party and peace off. After we did all that, I wanted to make him the prime minister of this country as his special advisor, as someone who believed in him. That's the kind of leadership I provided in his office. So my vision is Abau is a healthy, happy, rich, and peaceful district. Fix Abau put him lo Dubai na Port Moresby. Time he toto went and Power Spako toko to him. I'm like him, Port Moresby come up the Dubai of the Pacific. Port Moresby is much more beautiful than Dubai. Why want to copy that bloody dry city? We can make Abau much better than Dubai and Port Moresby. Take my words. We can do it together. You just need the right leadership who will fight for all of us. That's my plan. And plan blow me love. I normally, when I did the vision 2050, that's how I had it on one page. I had the vision on the top, the mission at the bottom. I will focus on 5 areas in the first 5 years. Agriculture, fisheries, forestry, education and health. In agriculture, I am already even discussing to build a tire factory in Kupiano, in PNG or in Dubai. So that rubber farmers can get more money in their pockets. I have also worked with coconut downstream processing as a CEO for Coconut Institute. Gano Lama from Mapo number 1, me helping them as my former staff. Gano Lama am now one of 4 very, very successful SMEs in coconut downstream processing in Papua New Guinea. I am very proud that I had supported a young Papua New Guinean to rise up, not to step him down, rubbish him, which is what we've been getting for the last 20 years. Rubbish him, Yubi. Even your backpack here, no one sabe for Yubi. All Tazol all got sabe. Enough is enough, my friends. God gave us the same pain He gave everybody else. Americans, Australians, and New Zealanders. We can do anything. With God, all things are possible. With God, all things are possible. If you believe in a big God, if you believe in a small God like politicians, forget it. You are finished. So I will focus on those 5 areas. I also want to do rice. I am a founder of rice, River Rice. In Christmas of 2019, I got rice seeds from Taiwan mission. Time on Christmas, we planting rice lo Rigo, one time on Rigo man. Today, Rigo rice is selling in the shops in Port Moresby. About 2.80 or 3.80 I think per kilo. Me man blow action. Me no talk that's all. Me man blow walk. A leader leads by example, not blah 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 blah. Too much blah 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 20 years. Blah blah here, blah blah there, where? Kagai blah where? You make kagai pick that's all. That's the kind of Abau I want to see. That's the kind of Abau I want to see. We got to dream big, my friends. Over the 7 big man of this natural resources, all hardworking man. We have a lot of educated people in Abau. Leaders should bring them all together to build Abau, build a new Abau. Kabina Abau, Kadara Abau, Abau Waliguna. Not to tear Abau down and rubbish all of us. So plan blow me and me like building community halls to Kupiano. So that all Cloudy Bay na Amazon Bay. So time you blow Salim Kakai lo Kupiano market na you plan no got PMB, at least you have a decent place to stay. With a bed, shower and toilets. It's happening in Alatau, it's not a big thing. We can do it. I also want to look at opening up markets for farmers and fishermen in Port Moresby. I am already looking for markets and have found markets for agriculture projects overseas. And Kupiano here, Emno town and settlement. Kupiano settlement. Morata 2 and winning Kupiano settlement. 6 months of Port Moresby 2 winning Kupiano settlement. Now you got deputy prime minister, minister this, minister that. 20 years. Now you minister of settlement. No hot power. No hot water, no hot sewage, pit toilet is not. Only 3 hours away from Port Moresby. That's if you are lucky and you get to the destination after you push your car. I plan to maybe replace him over the community council chambers, one-time trading post. That will provide the economic basis and foundation for our SMEs and for private sector growth. I want to create a trading post for Amazon Bay in Margarita trading post for Cloudy Bay at Newtown, Amaraguina, and trading post for Aramo Coast at Mapa Village. Kupeano town we upgraded to make it modern. A town we will be proud of, and town we will call Vele our own. Timing Secretary of Department of Agriculture. Work for National Member of Parliament and Mambla. Work for Head of Department of Napla. Me no kissing one project. As a Head of Department, me no kissing one project about district from 2011 to 2017. I never got one project proposal from about district in Kupeano for agriculture. Why? Ask Pukatemu. Ask Pukatemu. Why? Me Pikinini Abau here. I'm a son of Abau. Puka knows my style. Suppose I'm putting project face to me. Or I'm on Morobesato. As a Zumba, same you go. Finish. Piece of cake. 1, 2. Why now am no using me? Why now am no using me? Raba, coconut or fresh produce black. Me secretary, me boss of this country. See, I was looking after 6.8 million people, farmers in this country. About district is only 100,000 people. You ask me, I'm coming here to know. You ask me, it's a very tokosan. The last 20 years, our economy is DSIP, na PSIP, no, not the IPs, no government. Roughly about 20 million kina a year. In one term, it's 5 years of 100 million kina. 100 million kina in one term for open member. Now, Kaika is that way. We work looking at development is that way. Also, never call a sissy talker. Round area, Fix Abau is that way. You talking walking about something that Fix Abau. My plans are to increase the budget from 20 million to about 500 to 1 billion kina per year so that we can start to grade Abau moving again. That's my plan. We can do it with the resources we have. We can do it with the people we have. And with God on our side, nothing is impossible. All things are possible. Olviro online plus lomi. Mi plan online no carry member. I'm not perform now. I'm not working one work for so I'm can always me put in no say oh hallelujah you good man. Now all go look maga don't complain. All go na road all push him car all complain. Now puka te mu gamlo. Also Carmen oh you good man you right man. Shame on Vele people. And shame on all the villagers who carry him on a chair for doing nothing. For making us beggars in our own land. Treating us as second-class citizens in our own land. Enough is enough. Time for change. Change must come up. People like him said this or what? Well, change the man. Find a new leader. Istablo handle you. Power istablo handle you. You know istablo handle puka me. Istablo handle you. So I got 3 questions. Question number 1. Pukatamu, what is your vision? Vele ila ava, what is your vision? Evele Kala, what is your vision? Kelione, what is your vision for Abau? Candidate, what are your plans to make Abau a better place? And number 3, why not by me voting you? I have just outlined my vision and my plans and what I offer. I'm not applying for a job. I'm offering my services to serve. Leadership is a mission. It is a calling in life, just like the pastors in church. Sabe esta película. Give your one. Brother Lomi and Pastor Merani, the late Reverend Alu Pet. And behind Lomi is number 2. My brother Eli is the number 3 born and Karo is the last born. 6 of us, 2 girls. Papa Lomi blood died last year, 19 August. Time is ago looking at my house, Boroko. And by asking me, Vele, one in time by Plavot. Plavot, now, Misa talking about Papa, hurry up you, all right now. You are going to cast the first vote for me. Box 15, Vele Pet Ilawa, and Pet Ilawa by putting one on. Second vote, Embakamla, Reverend Alupet. Make a tupla vote to heaven finish this year. My father and my brother have voted for me in heaven this year. This year, all of us are going to go to the polls to vote a new leader for about 5 seconds. You establish polling booth, and you and God. You know, you and anybody else, just you and God. When you make the mark, you losing power blow you go or leader blow you. And Fix Abau about 5 years you work in finish. How your children will be like in the next 5 years. How your boomers will be like in the next 5 years. And you by issue 5 seconds to 5 years. Also an appeal for me. Vote wisely. Vote responsibly. We have a duty and a moral obligation. Lord, picking me, or Bobo blow me, the future also. So please, vote. But me talk finish. So I was even like voting another politician, I go gilly number, don't vote for me. I'm wasting your time. If you want to vote a leader, then I'm putting my hands up. You can make a difference. With that one vote, you can make a difference. But you need to order book him, think one time. Book him on hearts one time. Book him on spirit learning one time. We will make a big difference and change Abau for the better. Thank you all friends to me, or relatives, or want to Merani. God bless Abau. God bless you, God bless Papua New Guinea.